the book, I know the book. Inside chills, from the pain. I just wanna.
For nearly 10 years, I have been coaching men all around the world on how to improve their internal state and their love lives. And during my time as being a professional seducer and seduction coach, I've certainly learned a hell of a lot about women, about how to escalate, about how to seduce, about different girls from all around the world. But in reality, I've learned a lot more about men than I have about women, because I'm in a pretty unique situation where guys from every walk of life, every age group, every race, every country tell me their deepest and darkest secrets, fears, and dreams. Because in order for me to be a good coach, they have to reveal everything to me. And so I get to see what's really below the surface, below the ego, below the pride, below the front and the masks that people put up in order to operate in the world. And over all of that time, the thing that has consistently, over and over again, been the number one thing that guys are concerned about, the problem that they have, is the anxiety around approaching women. Even after a decade or more of there being a huge amount of information that's available on the internet or through various schools and coaches, it's still over and over again, the thing that guys come to us for, primarily, initially, is to be able to deal with this approach anxiety. So today what I want to do is dig deep into this topic and really start to dissect what it means and look at ways and strategies that you are going to be able to move into a much more free and open space with your interactions with women. Hello. How you doing? I'm James. What's your name? Cool. What are you doing? You don't understand. You understand this, that I think you are banging, sexy, awesome, and I wanted to say hello. You understood that, right? More or less? Okay. Can you lift your sunglasses? You can't? They're glued to your face. They're stuck to your face. Okay. All right. Well, see you later. Shall we continue? Now, the first thing it's important to do is define our terms. There is a big difference between anxiety and fear. Fear is a natural biological response to deadly situations. So it is a visceral physical reaction to a real or perceived threat that is happening basically now or in the not too distant future, where we perceive something to be life-threatening or at the very least threatening to, let's say, our marriage or our position in society, something that has a very real effect. And the interesting thing is that naturally children are only wired to be afraid of loud noises and snakes. So our brains are like hardwired to be definitely afraid of those things, because typically they indicate something that is possibly going to cause us a life-threatening situation. Everything else we have to get conditioned to become afraid of. And interestingly enough, we can get conditioned to be unafraid of things that are actually very dangerous. Because I say this to students often, what is it the one thing, if you're living in a major metropolis and one that is not full of gun violence or, it's not being bombed, what is the one thing that is actually dangerous to you? And the answer to that is traffic. Cars are the only thing that is really dangerous in a city like this. People will stand this far away from imminent death over and over again. They stand at the edge of a road as cars whiz by. Each one of them could easily at any moment swerve and kill you, and yet you feel nothing. Your body does not respond at all in a way that probably it should.